May I also request all of you to put your hands together as we get set and welcome our speaker, showcasing to you the two sides of what they feel the metrics and indicators for retail establishment are. May I welcome Mr. Atul Garg, Director, Department of Delhi Fire Services, Government of National Capital Territory of India. And may I also request the kind presence of Mr. 𝐻𝐚𝐩𝐢𝐜 𝐈𝐧𝐝 Mall Mechanic and MD, 𝐵𝐻𝐷. Let's hear a round of applause for our fabulous speakers joining us here.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for having us over. Big thanks to the RX global team. I think before we start, Atulji and Chandrasekhar, I'll just ask you maybe to do a quick introduction about yourselves, what your roles are in your current organizations. Atul, I'll start with you.
My name is Atul Garg. I am Director, Delhi Fire Service. My responsibility includes the fire safety arrangement in Delhi and firefighting also, saving life and property of Delhi, citizens of Delhi. Thank you.
Thanks, Atul.
Yeah, very good afternoon, everyone. Myself is Chandrasekhar 𝐻𝐚, and I represent a company by the name 𝐌𝐚𝐩𝐢𝐜 based out in Mumbai. We offer consultancy services to mall developers, right from doing market research to financial feasibility, designing, leasing, marketing, fit-out management, and last but not the least, mall management. Thank you.
Thanks. So Atul, I'll start with you. A very, very important role in terms of fire safety for the whole of Delhi. Given the number of new malls and high streets and all these commercial establishments that are either opening up or getting renovated or starting, whether it's the areas like Lodi Colony or the various high streets like Khan Market and all the other residential areas in South Delhi or North Delhi or wherever, and plus the new malls opening up. So just talk briefly about what are the sort of top 2-3 challenges you see as you look at your role today, because commercialization is only here to stay and we'll have more and more commercial streets, commercial high streets. What are some of the big challenges or big focus areas for you guys?
Big challenges for Delhi Fire Service is mainly not in the new malls, new building, but the old areas. See, I would like to inform you that the 70% Delhi populations is residing in an area which is called non-conformity area, Lal Dora area, Village Abadi, and what you call is unauthorized colony. So we face challenge there, not the building which is authorized. As per the data available with us, I would like to inform you that almost last 15 years, there is no fire or death in a building which is designed and approved by the Delhi Fire Service. Most of the deaths are occurring in the area or in the building which is not approved by the Delhi Fire Service. So, new mall, new picture halls, new restaurant inside the mall are pretty safe than considering the high street shops, high street restaurants. And Delhi Fire Service is attending almost 30,000 calls per year. That comes out pretty 100 calls per day. And in summer it goes around, approximately 150 calls per day. And in winter it is around 70 calls per day to 100 calls per day. We have a 66 fire stations all around the Delhi and 3,000 populations. So the toughest challenge for us is the area which is not approved, not designed as per the new urban tax test.
Thanks, Atul. Chandrasekhar, from your perspective, you work a lot with the malls. You're helping them, design all the services before a mall is even, conceived. So just talk about some of the areas which you focus on as we look at safety, and also as I look at the new type of malls that are coming up today, the whole piece around experiential retailing, where we're going to see a lot more theater in the malls, activations in the mall, So just talk a bit about that.
Well, unfortunately in India, safety is not given the due it deserves, be it at designing stage, be it at execution stage, or even at operation stage. So people generally end up compromising, keeping the lives of people at stake. At the designing stage, we just don't do just in-house designing, but we also do peer review for a lot of malls designed by other architects. And what we realize, they don't even, most of them, if not all of them, they don't even know how to design a staircase properly. The staircase design for a fire exit at the ground floor has to be different than the typical floor plan. By default, if you are climbing down a staircase, you should exit out on the ground floor. Similarly, if you are climbing up from the basement, you should exit out at the ground floor. That is how a staircase should ideally be designed. Even operationally, we have seen that people end up using fire staircases for operational reasons. That is now not how it is supposed to be, because the kind of hardware is put. So it should open in the direction of the run. But we see that staircases are designed where the door is opening into the ground floor staircase, not exiting out. So these are the mistakes what people do at the designing stage.
And if you look at the last, maybe last decade, do you see this getting better, worse? Is there a better level? And Arjun, I'll come to you for the same question as well.
It certainly is becoming better. More and more people are becoming aware of the safety norms. We recently had a fire in a mall in Pune. Secondly, I mean, I'll take this question in a way what people here will relate to. See, generally, any mall, before it becomes operational, it has to take a fire NOC. Okay, and because the developer or the consultants have not designed the mall properly or have not executed the mall properly, the developer does not get the NOC in one time. It goes for rectification once or twice. He has to rectify because he has not either designed it as per the norms or executed it as per the norms. And everyone has to bear the brunt because the developer expects the retailer to take fit-out possession. There are retailers who take fit-out possession, but the mall does not get operational. So more smarter brands are not taking fit-out possession till the time malls now get fire NOC.
And Arjun, from your perspective, you were mentioning that you have a consulting team which any mall developer or any retailer which needs to comply with these norms, they should be getting involved with you before they actually start constructing, at the time of design, right? And do you see that happen across most businesses today, or is it still 50-50? Some will come and talk to you guys before, some will come and talk to you after the mall is all designed?
See, this fire safety starts from the drawing board. Architect and the fire consultant should speak at the time of when the building is being designed. Once building is constructed, see, we can't do much because staircase already planned, basement is already planned, exist is already planned. At that time, it will be very, very difficult to get, place a fire safety arrangement and escape route. So building should design, including fire safety at the drawing board level. If you design that, if you will come to us at later stage, then, lot of destruction will be done because we have said the building has to be changed, this staircase position has to be changed. So, architect and fire consultant should speak at the triangle, number one. In Delhi, the position is much, much better because whenever a building is being constructed, before that there is a law in place, MCD or DDA, they will forward the drawing to us for a scrutiny. And at that time, we recommend fire safety, we call it fire safety guidelines, that where you should place your staircase, where the door should be there, where fire control room would be there. So all the, what is the required for fire safety arrangement, that will be suggested at the time of, drawing, at the time of approval. So position in Delhi is much, much better than the other state, and we are strictly follow it. And that is the result. Last 15 years, we do not have any fire or death in the building which is designed by or approved by the Delhi Fire Service. But still, we are facing the problem is that the maintenance part. People are putting fire safety arrangement, lakhs and crores of rupees they are investing in putting fire safety, fire pumps, detector, sprinkler system. But maintenance is poor because after 3 years there is a renewal procedure, and whenever we go, not a single building so far, we found that the fire safety system was working. Now, conditions are, improving. We are enforcing strictly, what you call it, like cutting of electricity, water supply. Now, system is improving, but yes, there is a difficulty in maintenance part of it. As far as the design is concerned, as far as the fire safety installation is concerned, almost everybody is following the norms.
And just to add to what Mr. Garg said, So basically, at the designing stage, what the architects do is they keep the NBC, National Building Code, as the base, which is followed across India. But yes, there are cases where the local norms may be slightly different than the NBC. But what is expected is that you follow the stringent of the two norms. Secondly, regarding the services, what we do over the false ceiling, as per the norm, if the distance between the true false ceiling, which is the RCC slab, and the false ceiling is more than 800 then you are expected to give smoke detectors and sprinklers over the false ceiling also. Many times, developers do not follow this, but what happens is all good brands, all international reputed brands, they want to follow the processes, but because the system has not been designed, the developer has to do rework. But one good thing, what I would also say is, especially in case of multiplexes, they ensure they follow all the norms, because then they will end up not getting a fire NOC and OC for them.
So I think, I mean, really from my perspective as a consumer, also as somebody who's advising clients, it's interesting to know that, as these malls are being built, some of these rules are either not followed or should be followed. How are you handling, but like you said, malls are still a very safe environment because they're at least got a lot of the things in place. How do you handle the high streets, the new markets which are building up, where old buildings are being converted into shops and restaurants, and I'm sure that there is no single mall operator to take the permission. Each individual owner is doing it. How does that work? That must be complicating life for you guys quite a bit, right?
Yes, you are right. High street is a tough task for us. Same is happening with the local market, old market, yes. But slowly people are, learning it, and we are also enforcing it, bringing new laws. Like I would like to inform you that the maximum death, those in Delhi area is occurring are in the builder flats or in high street, not a building which has been designed by or approved by the fire department. So now we brought a new rule that no fire, electric system should be installed near to the fire escape route, so that in case of electric short circuiting, in case of electric fault, smoke should not go to the staircase, people can be safe. So we are struggling it and bringing new laws every day. Now we are planning to bring a new law that before getting an NOC, the building electric system should be checked by a approved electrician. And they will submit a document that the electric system has been checked, so that there is no electric fault. Because 70% fire are occurring because of electric fault, electric system. So if the electric health of a building is accurate, fit, then there will be no fire. So we are bringing a new law also, learning by, by past experience and bringing a new law.
Chandrasekhar, as we move to this new era of experiential retailing and all, what are some of the exciting things you are seeing as you are helping companies and malls design? Are you seeing a lot more in mall entertainment coming up? Is it going to be a lot more theater? Is that the way we are going now?
Yes, completely I agree. See, retail or shopping malls are becoming more and more experiential now. The developers are focusing on a better experience to the customer, be it right from his parking experience or how he moves around in the mall, easy in, easy out, the kind of offering we give him at the mall. The percentage of F&B is now increasing, percentage of family entertainment is increasing. Even multiplexes are doing 7, 8, 10, 12 screens nowadays. So, of course, we are moving to design better shopping malls, so that in all aspects, not just interiors, look and feel, but the offering, the safety aspect also, things are improving than what they were earlier.
And Arjun, this whole era of moving into this experiential retailing and the new sort of, where every single retail brand is trying to now create a wow experience in store. You have a lot more influencers and activations. Does that create more challenges for you guys in terms of how malls are being run and all these shopping environments and will be run? And I mean, is that something that sort of keeps you awake at night as you think about these?
See, we are following National Building Code, right? My department has done a studies to calculate the fire load or crowd at the time of weekend and at the time of Deepavali, like Holi. Or I am sorry to say, if fire occurred at that time, all mall will fail. Because this door has been designed for a certain, population or certain crowd. But at the time of, Deepavali or some New Year, the crowd is, more than triple or four times. And at that time of fire, it will be a tough time for fire department. They cannot escape because, people will die or injured because of stampede, because the door, which has been designed as per NBC, can't take that much load.
And
So
is
that
there
is
a
the
lot
biggest
of
challenge.
is there a lot of use of technology today by your department to sort of monitor and I mean, are you building in a lot of technology solutions and AI and are you able to visibly from your offices see a lot of this stuff, live camera feeds? I mean, is that something that you guys are looking at doing? Is that a change that we are likely to see more and more?
See, the real thing is that the attitude of the public, of the builders, or the manufacturers. Uh, we have all the equipments, all the technology. Whatever technology is available in US, we also have it. Equipment-wise, we are not short of, equipment or fund. We have enough fund. We are not able to spend the fund. That much fund is available. The only thing is the attitude of the people, attitude of the manufacturer, attitude of the builders. Unless they design it, they follow it, nothing can be done. So it is a slow process. We are learning it, we are pushing it, we are enforcing it, we are penalizing it, and I hope we will be able to do it.
And what countries would you say, if you look at countries in Southeast Asia or other countries, would you look at as best in class examples of some of these that you would look up to and you guys take learnings from?
See, my country conditions are different from the US, from the Europe. See, I have visited almost all the countries, and my top boss also used to say, Atul, follow what the Europe is following. But my conditions are totally different than the Europe and the USA. I cannot import technology and, use it here. We have to design our own system because my conditions, my construction of city is different from all the Europe and USA. So if you say fire safety arrangement, considering my condition, my economic state, we are one of the best. Absolutely, I don't feel I am saying something exaggerating. But otherwise, we are very good. People are also following it because my conditions are different. We do not have a road now, so how we can have a separate lane of fire safety or a health for police? So we have to work within the parameter which is available, and we are improving it. Every day we are improving it. Every day we are bringing new law, bringing technology. But there is not a makeshift solution. We have to import it and do it. Even the Europe is also have a fire, and we also have a fire. But our conditions are tough, but still we are doing very good job.
Thanks. No, it's good to know. And I mean, we haven't seen any major incidents, and I'm sure a lot of it is thanks to the work you guys do. Any last thoughts, Chandrasekhar, on this?
Just to add on the technology bit, see, every mall has a BMS room, building management system, and the services of each retail store are integrated with the building management system. So if there is any fault, the mall team will come to know about it, and they can take corrective action. And lastly, I would want to say that many developers feel that they save money by compromising on the safety aspect, but that is not the case. You actually end up spending more by doing rectification jobs. And secondly, if there is any event, untoward event in the mall, it brings bad reputation to the mall and customers will not be comfortable visiting that mall. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And, great. Yeah, please go ahead.
मेरा सभी गैस से एक सजेशन है. High rise is coming and everybody is using lift and nobody is using staircase. Staircase is your lifeline in case of fire, in case of disaster. So please, month में एक बार जरूर staircase use कीजिए. It is good for health also. You will be knowing where the staircase is. Because during inspection, during fire, हमने ये देखा है कि लोगों को यही नहीं पता स्टेयरकेस कहाँ है. स्टेयरकेस के आगे अलमारी लगा दी गई staircase was filled, all the kachra, all the, housekeeping material, something like that. Nobody uses staircase. I know that building is a 20-story or 30-story. Nobody will use the staircase. Everybody use the lift. But once in a month, you must use a staircase. That is your lifeline. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Great session and lots of learnings for me because it is an important element of how we are running our buildings, our malls, our high streets. So good to know. And Arjun, you guys are doing a fantastic job. I have to say that Delhi is a safe place from that perspective. So keep it up. But thank you so much, both of you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Wahi, for taking us through this very interesting fireside chat. And now may I request Mr. Wahi to please present each of our speakers with a token of our appreciation. And like you said, that today, more than ever, safety is most important when it comes to our malls, our high-end streets, and more. So may I request all of you all to please put your hands together as we thank each of you all for joining us here. And I'd also like to thank our gifting partners. May I welcome Ms. Reema Punia to join us on stage and thank our moderator. Thanking our gifting partner, Da Milano, PVR, and Shri for joining us here as our gifting partners, and of course, each of you all for making sure that we have so many more elements being a part of this spectacular show. Thank you. It's been a pleasure having you all join in, and now may I please